At the movies, the feature is on the big screen. So please remember, don't text, don't post, don't talk, don't ruin the movie. Thank you.
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I missed you all. Today, I wanted to give you my review on Dr. Sleep, the sequel to the cult classic of 1980, The Shining. Before I continue with the review, let me tell you there are no spoilers. Also, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel, share this video on all of your social media. If you're already subscribed, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. Hit the notification bell. Now let's get to the review. Dr. Sleep was directed by Mike Flanagan, whose directing credits include Episode 1 of The Haunting of Hill House, Gerald's Game, Ouija, Origin of Evil, which I loved, Before I Wake, Hush, and Oculus. This is a synopsis of Dr. Sleep. Struggling with alcoholism, Dan Torrance remains traumatized by the sinister events that occurred at the Overlook Hotel when he was a child. His hope for a peaceful existence soon becomes shattered when he meets Abra, a teen who shares his extrasensory gift of the shine. Together, they form an unlikely alliance to battle the True Knot, a cult whose members try to feed off the shine of innocence to become immortal. Dr. Sleep is a very strange movie that has a very interesting world and pays great homage to the 1980s classic, The Shining. This is up there with one of the best sequels ever released, that released more than 10 years from the original. There's a debate whether this is truly a sequel or isn't. Like many watching my review, as I watched the movie, I was wondering the same thing. Rest assured, your question will be answered once you watch it. In my opinion, this is and it isn't. Let me tell you why I feel this way. The story does continue with Danny, the young kid from The Shining, all grown up. He is an alcoholic after he witnessed his dad go psycho in the hotel many years ago. This is pretty much where the sequel part ends, and it does continue towards the last half of the movie also. After that, it turns everything you thought about The Shining upside down. Even its genre, this feels less like a horror film and more like a psychological film that plays with your mind constantly. You lose sense of what's real and what's not. It's one of the most interesting movies I've seen in years. It's been over 10 years I watched The Shining. All I remember, like many of you, is the classic line, "Here's Johnny," said by Jack Nicholson so many years ago. Also, since The Simpsons paid homage in one of their best Halloween episodes, where Homer takes on the persona of Johnny and goes on a killing spree. That's pretty much all the context I had before watching this movie, like I'm sure many of you will. Even though that's the case, this movie stands on its own. It's very interesting, mysterious, engaging, and one of the best movies this year. If you want something very different, that reminds you of M. Night Shyamalan's films without the sometimes bad twist at the end, you'll enjoy this movie. In closing, I thoroughly was engaged, beginning to end, kept me guessing throughout, surprised me at times with the little nostalgia I had. If you enjoy M. Night Shyamalan movies, or psychological movies with a mix of the occult, this movie's for you. If you watch this movie, in the comments below, post your thoughts. Thank you all for watching.